Hey guys, so this week I bought a 1984 AMC Eagle, and I didn't just buy one, I bought three. So the story is the uncle passed away and the cars are up for sale. I bought all three of these cars only for $1,000, which is pretty good steal, especially just for this one, because this one's in pretty good condition being that it was garage kept here. It's really filthy, which makes a good candidate for my channel. And also I noticed that the one out in the woods has the hood for this one, so when we get them back to the shop, we'll put the hood on from that one onto this one and make the colors all match. Ever since high school, I've always wanted an Eagle, and it's the first sedan to ever have four-wheel drive. Not all-wheel drive, this is four-wheel drive, so you can put it into two-wheel, you can put it into four-wheel. No other car back then had that. They only produced these from 1980 to 88, so we're gonna go look around all three of these cars and see what we're gonna do to get these things onto the trailer and back to the shop. I know the ones in the woods have been in there for a really long time. The maroon one has no wheels on the front, so we're gonna have to take wheels from one of these and put it on there so that we can get it to roll. And then the silver one out back, that one's even deeper into the woods, so that one's gonna be the hardest. We'll take a better look at this one when it gets out of here, because it's really dark under here, you can't really see it. So when we get pulled out, we'll take a good look at this one. But for now, let's go in the woods and go check out the other two. All right, so this is the second one. The one in the garage is definitely the one that's the nicest condition by far. That one we'll look over last because we're gonna start pulling that one first, but let's check out this one. This one, as you can tell, it's super dirty by all the trees dropping on it. And there's just so much organic matter on this paint, and the paint's super faded out. I think this one will polish up when we get it back to the shop. And this is the hood that's supposed to be on the one in the garage, so we'll swap the hoods because the maroon hood should be on here. Don't know why they swapped it. I talked to the guy, he said it's because this hood had a little bit of Bondo in it, and the owner didn't like that this hood had a little bit of Bondo in it. So we put that hood on there because it had no Bondo. I personally don't care. So I'm gonna put it right back on there and we're gonna shine up that car and it's all gonna be tan. I'm gonna pop this hood because I actually don't know what motor is in these Eagles. I'm hoping that is a V8. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what I'm touching. Straight six, which is probably bulletproof. Any straight six motor really is just bulletproof. I see by the firewall and all the sides of the fenders that we're actually pretty solid. We're not rotted out or anything like that. Pretty filthy under here. I think it'll even clean up pretty nice. Good insulation for the year. It's got a little bit of tears on it, but good condition. And the bottom of this hood has no rust on it. We'll get her all cleaned up, degrease this, super greasy. We'll degrease her all down, get this thing cleaned up, and then find out what we're gonna do with this one. I know the gold one, I'm gonna keep that one forever, just because I've always wanted an Eagle. So it's gonna stay with me forever. I just have an addiction like that. I'm a car guy. Come on now, get real. I don't even know if I'm gonna sell this one. That's how big my problem is. Yeah, it looks like we got the little plastics. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, the plastics aren't looking that good anymore. But the chrome is good. Chrome's good, grill's good. We got the headlights, all the bezels around it are in good shape. So let's check out the interior, see what that's like. Yeah, the interior is actually in really good shape. The carpet's kind of faded out where it looks all bleached in the middle there by the center console. We got carpet paint. Maybe we could repaint this carpet. Everything looks to be really good condition. Lots of mold, but that's expected for a car that's sitting outside. We got the hubcaps for the front wheels. The front wheels are not here right now. I think the front wheels are somewhere around here though. I'm excited to clean these things up and see what we're gonna do with them. Bottoms of the doors are super solid all the way around. For a car sitting outside, that's never to be seen. And then also, if we look underneath, check out the frame. The frame is actually in really good shape over here. You still have factory paint on it, which is unlike a car that's been sitting out in the woods. There's no rust on the floorboard over here. Just a little bit in the back, but not much. Let's check out the other side. Then if we look over here, we got a little bit more rust than the other side, but still not rot. I don't see rot. I see a little bit of floor pan going, but I still see factory paint. And that tells me that this car could be worthy to go back on the road again. If I could save them, that would be awesome. I know that the silver one, or the gold one inside, that's going back on the road because I'm driving that every day. I think it's cool. I think this car is in good condition. It's gonna clean up all right, and I think we're gonna get it back on the road, and we're gonna drive it one day. And maybe we'll do something cool with it for the channel. Let me know what you guys think I should do with it. Let's go check out that silver one out back. All right, so now we got the third and final Eagle to look at. This one's the deepest out in the woods, and it's probably in the worst condition out of all three. As you can tell, it's pretty filthy. They had a tarp on it. The tarp didn't last all this long. I'm gonna pop this hood, see what motor we got under here too. I'm sure it's just the same thing we got in the other one. Ugh. Yep, straight straight 6. And we got a little bit more rot. Firewall is solid, a little more on the fender, right where the struts are. Probably not the best place. Other than that, not too bad. Everything's in pretty good shape. This would make a good parts car for the other two. So let's check out the interior, see what she's looking like in there. It's actually nicer than I expected. It's a pretty cool color. All three of these have 3 different cool colors. The one in the garage, I think, is my favorite by far, the color of the interior. But this one right here, this is a pretty cool color. It's like a Levi blue or something. And then you got all the wood trim with that color. Looks so good. I'm sure the floorboards are gone, but everything seems to be fairly in good condition. And the key's in ignition, which is good. I think the key is in all the 3 ignitions. Nice roof rack, bunch of nice parts on this one. I'm gonna look underneath, see what the frame's like on this one. Passenger side is definitely a little rotty. I see the transmission is on the ground. Not good sign. I think the problem's more on the driver's side. So let's look under there and see what the frame's like on the driver's side. And it's gone. There's no frame there. So yeah, the frame's gone where it connects the cross member for the transmission, and that's gonna cause some problems when we're trying to get it on the trailer, so we'll have to figure that one out. All right, so now that we looked over the few that are outside, let's go and get that one that's in the garage, pull it out, and take a look at that one. And then we'll get her loaded up on the trailer and take it to the shop, and then we'll come back and grab these 2. All right, so now for the nice Eagle, which is the main reason why I purchased all these Eagles, was mostly for this one. This one I'm most excited about. So what I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? We definitely 100% have some really flat tires. All right, so I don't have a jack. Oh no. So I'm gonna start by pulling this one. It does have 2 front tires that are flat. Get the air compressor, see if we can get a little bit of air in these tires, at least momentarily, so I could pull it out and then get it onto the trailer. But as of right now, they look like they're pretty flat. And if we don't get air in them, I don't think we're gonna get this thing rolling very easily. And I didn't bring a jack, so I can't jack up the car and put on some wheels, but we'll figure it out. We always do. So let's get this thing pulled out a little bit and then take a better look at it before we pull it in the trailer. All right, let's see if we could get a little air in this tire. It doesn't look like it. I see a hole in there, but we'll try. As long as it could hold it momentarily, which it's holding, or at least it's pressuring up. Oh my gosh. She's going up. Thank Lord Jesus. I'm not going too hard though. Let's try the other one. All right, we got lucky on the driver's side. Let's try to see what we can do on the passenger side here. Well, I hear air. I'll tell you what, I hear air on this one. Coming right out of the, oh, it's not on the bead. Okay, well maybe we can start rolling without it. I'm gonna throw a soft strap right over the cross member that's holding the motor. Soft strap in place. Now I'm gonna hook my toe strap to it. Hook both sides to it. There we go. And now I'm gonna pull it on out. All right, hold up. Come back. Oh. All right, go ahead. Just give it a little bit. So we got the Eagle out of the garage, and all the tires are flat besides one. I did pop another one off the bead, but it's okay. We're gonna get new tires for this thing eventually here. First looks at it under the light, this car is actually in really good shape, better shape than I had thought. I think it's better shape than the seller had thought. This paint's gonna come out super nice. Once we get that gold hood on there, it's gonna look a million times better than having this maroon one on here. That gold hood over there is actually in really good shape, and it's got the cowl induction, unlike this one's just flat. I kind of like that one more for that reason. This right here is a definition of a true barn find. The paint all seems to be in good condition. All the chrome seems to be in good condition. The interior, now that blew my mind. So let me show you real quick. Let's look on the interior and check it out. But yeah, I mean, there's no cracks on the dash, there's no cracks on the doors, there's no cracks in the seats. The seats are all in awesome condition, and this is by far my favorite color interior. I've never actually been around an Eagle. I never got to look at one, and I'm really falling in love with it. This is gonna be a cozy car. It's just cool. I'm really stoked about this and excited about this car. And then in the back seat, Back seat, awesome condition as well. A little bit of mold on the seat. And then we got all 4 hubcaps for the car, and they're like the spoked hubcaps. I think that's gonna look really good on this car. I'm probably gonna put some wheels under this car and maybe even give it like just a little bit of lift. But this thing is filthy from sitting in that barn. I didn't ask how long they've been sitting there, but when I go to do these barn finds, this looks like it's about 10 years plus of filth. So it's probably been in there for about that long, or if not longer, especially being how caked on it is. So this is gonna make one heck of a transformation, and I'm excited to get it back to the shop, unload it, and start working on it. So I'm gonna back the trailer up, hook the winch. Hopefully the winch will pull it up with the 3 flat tires, and if not, we're screwed. No, we'll figure it out. We always do. They always get to the shop one way or the other. So let's hook up the winch and get her on the trailer. Didn't even pull it. She needs juice. All right, usually I got the winch hooked up to that battery, but the battery's dead, so I had to run the wires and the jumper cables all the way to the front of the van, up and over into the hood, and then I got her onto the battery here. So now we got juice the winch.
I guess as long as it's moving, that's all you're gonna get. Just looking for that nice sound right there.
Yeah, you just
That's a good sound.
The more whine, the better. It's an ATV winch, so I should probably go get a nice one. All right.
Ready? Let's do it. Let's get those front tires up. Dude, strap down, man.
I need a bigger winch. Got the Eagle in the trailer. It took me a lot longer than I expected being out here. So I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow for the other 2. I don't know if I'm gonna put them in the trailer. The maroon one needs front tires and the silver one is broken in the frame, so it's not gonna be as easy. All right, so it's next day. We got the flatbed here because I'm not able to get these 2. So we're gonna winch it up onto the flatbed and get it over to the shop. I found the grill. Hold up. This one's rusty as
The frame's all disconnected. It's Bluetooth up here, so.
However we get it on without completely pulling it out would be fine. You want to try to pull from the axle one more time? I can go back there and hook from both sides.
Shot.
Okay. Can we turn still? There's no steering. Oop. We could try to just get it to shift over a little.
Here, go hit the
Switch while you do that?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're helping.
That's what I helped him do.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh. Good. All right guys, so we're back to the shop with the Eagles. I got the maroon one and the silver one in the back lot right now, and the gold one is in the trailer. What I did find when we were pulling this is that the leaf springs on the back of the red one right now have a jack in the back just to make it look more level. but the back springs are broken. So I'm gonna have to replace the springs to make this thing sit level. And for the silver one, we completely broke the subframe. The subframe ripped in half. I mean, it was already weak. I already knew it was gonna happen, so it is what it is. That one's just gonna be a parts car for now. So let's go back the trailer up to the shop and get the gold one out and put it in the shop and see what we could do to get it running. All right, so the Gold Eagle that's in the trailer has 3 flats, I know that. And these tires were sitting in the garage next to where that one was. I think these are the ones that were off the maroon car. I'll see if they hold air, and then we'll put these ones on the Gold Eagle so we can roll it on out of the trailer. I feel it. It's leaking, but it's hard and it's holding, so that's fine. Just gonna make things a whole lot easier. A little leak in it too. I'm waiting for that battery to charge up. I might as well pop this hood off and exchange it with the other one. Put her on my shoulder. Come on. Oh no. Mayday. Mayday. There we go. There we go. Didn't work exactly. Didn't work exactly as planned. Okay. Balance it on my head, and then I'm gonna drop it on to the stand. Oh my God. Oh, actually, I feel strong right now. I'm gonna just do it. I feel strong. Oh, never mind, I don't feel strong anymore. I don't feel that strong anymore. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, and fall into place. Fall into place. Oh, it did it. All right, let's see what this oil looks like in here. That oil is so clean. It's like it just got an oil change yesterday. It's freaking topped off and clean. I don't know where this thing came from, but it came with the car, so I'm gonna use it. All right, so that battery actually did not take a charge. It lied to me. So I had to put the jumper cables onto my truck. Now I do have power to the car, and let's see if it will start. I haven't tried yet, so let's see what will happen. I know that I seen the lights turn on. That was kind of cool. Like the interior lights are on. All of them work. This interior is so cool. All right. We got nothing. All right, so I pulled the starter out of the Gold Eagle, and I'm gonna test it real quick using the Camaro's battery. All right, so this starter is no good. Huh? Oh, yep, I already feel like I'm losing it. Nope, okay. I just hit the, there, like that. That's what I did last time. Okay, okay, hold on. All right. Let me get in this motor real quick. All right, pop it up. Okay. I just went to Advance Auto and bought a new starter. I went and tested the starter in the silver one and it was dead. The Wagoneer's starter was dead. The starter that was in this one was dead. They're all dead. The other ones were really crusty and rusty anyways, so I didn't want to put those back on this car. Anything that I put on this car, I'd like to have it refurbished or in new condition, because this car deserves it. It's a nice car. I'm gonna throw this starter on here and hopefully we fire. New cable on it. The stick here is gonna make it so that it doesn't fall. Pull it all the way back on up here now. Connected the solenoid here. Put the bolt on her. There we go. What I'm thinking is this bad battery in here isn't really doing us any justice. I have another battery that's out in my Jeep J20 out back. It's got the top mounts just like this, and I know that battery is good because I just put it in there this summer. Oh my God, is it muddy in here? Got all these zip ties on here because I go wheeling. This thing likes to jump out of its spot. There we go. Over. Alrighty. Yeah. There. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She says we got some juice. All right, we're connected. Now let's try to turn that key and see what happens now. Come on, start up for me, Eagle. Golden Eagle. You can do it. It turned over. And it turned over fine. So now I'm gonna give it a little gas. Maybe we get it to start. I don't know what the fuel's like, but she'll filter it out. I just pump the gas a little bit. Ain't smelling much gas though. A little squirt of gas on it. Oh God dang. It's all good. We put gas in it. All right, let's try it again. Here we go. It was running. It's running. I mean, you heard it run, right? She just ain't getting gas, but man, it ran so good. So the Golden Eagle did run. I'm actually surprised. I don't know how long the car has been sitting. Tags on the plate do say 2011, so that's 13 years ago. So this car probably hasn't ran in 13 years. With just a new starter and a battery, she fired up with a little bit of fuel in the carb, that is. So if you know what the problem is and why it's not getting fuel, let me know. Leave it in the comments because I'm not really experienced with that. With really anything mechanical wise, and I'm learning. So teach me in the comments what exactly would be the reason for why this is not getting fuel right now. I pumped the gas, pumped it. I even tried to prime it, put gas in there and keep running it, but I couldn't get it to keep on continuously running. But when I do put gas into the carb, it runs really good. I mean, runs like a top. It's really expected though. This is an AMC and that's a straight 6. They're bulletproof. Next week, I'm detailing a Porsche, a 928 that's got a V8 in it. So we're gonna go pick that one up, detail it, and that'll be next week's video. And then after that, we're gonna come back to this Eagle and we're gonna revisit it. We're gonna detail it, we're gonna polish it, we're gonna do everything on the exterior, on the interior, and the engine bay to grease it down and make it just clean as a whistle. And then after that, we'll take all these wheels off in a future video and get the brakes all redone, put some new tires on this, and get this thing running and driving down the road. And then after we clean this one up, we'll clean up the maroon one as well, because that one's pretty filthy. I think that'll make a huge transformation, and that one's actually in a lot better condition than you would think. So we'll get that one running as well, but for now, I'm focusing on this one because this is the pride and joy one. This is the nicer one, and I want to see this one running and driving. And these cars are 4-wheel drive, so you got to think, these cars were used for winter, and most of the time, they're all rotted out, so it's really, really hard to find a car like this. Next time you see this car, we'll be detailing it in a couple weeks, so stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment if you know anything about these or give me any tips what I should do to get this car one step closer to being back on the road. And I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh yeah, she likes herself some gasoline, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Drink up, baby. Drink up. It's a good girl. That's a good girl.